Here we go.
It's just very difficult
okay, we were
for them
watching.
on the attacking side because you try to show a little bit of presence over towards B.
Yeah, you actually
all
could.
the angles that you have to hold down that site, it's not
You
very
actually
easy
could have
to
a land
do.
league if everyone was here.
Early into these attacks,
That'd
you
be
don't have
sick.
any trophy systems. You want to try to fight for mid-map, and we are already inbound.
1-for-1 trades in the
Just
ticket
dives
booth.
right on in through ticket, able to find one, but it's immediately traded back. We stay 3v3. Cloud9 going to try to track back over towards A just a touch. Look at the route that Shotzzy's taking, shutting down the entire.
Oh my
bottom
gosh,
side
yeah,
of the
look
map,
at
and he may
Ant
actually
on the
catch
mini-map.
Sib, depending
Guy's
on
an
what the
absolute
timing
butt
of this
cheeks.
looks like. Mac going to go for the
Waiting for the
immediate
elevator.
plan,
He's
but
patient.
We've got 3 different floors worth of areas to explore here if you're Shotzzy, and now the
Troll.
time starts to tick against Optics defense.
And I don't know if Sib got a sound cue that potentially someone's coming in the elevator. I guess not.
Here he comes.
Shotzzy on the pinch. He gets that someone's playing towards top window, and unfortunately, Sib, you just were not ready. As now it falls into a
Last up is attached, 1v3.
Nice positioning by attach.
Kobe of all Kobe's right here.
He's gonna have to
No
hit a
trophy.
nade.
A long angle, checked additionally.
Oh,
Shotzzy's
nade bomb.
seen top
Got a
side.
nade.
Shot is
Marker
low.
for Red. Red starts to defuse. Has attached Red.
Nice, there we
Saw
go.
he had
Good
one
shot.
more, but
He set
Dashi
himself up
helps
nice,
get
though. I
the
couldn't even
cover, and
catch.
there's
That
more
was a
than
good
enough time for
positioning.
Cred to finish the defuse.
But Ant
Daniel starts with that first kill, that first
took the
trade
elevator
fight
up to
in
the
towards
5th
ticket.
flow.
But then
He
when
just saw
Shotzzy
Doom-Man on the
just
5th flow.
does things that he does, hitting
that
the
elevator's
super long route,
hilarious.
catching the timing onto Sib, and at the same time his teammates catch that player that was sitting over towards stage. You turn it into a 3v1. Attach found himself in the perfect
1-0.
angle to potentially contest it, but too many players alive from Optic Texas as they secure the first.
Indeed the case. It's one of those moments where, again, Shotzzy getting deep behind your entire defensive setup and catching you by surprise is likely going to play some mental games on you. It's just there's so many angles you have to be considerate of if you're going to play top third like that from both teams' perspectives. But
All right, we're heading outside again.
2 for Shotzzy, 2 for Dashi. And we go down to Optics' first offense. Scump trying to play forward on this hedge staircase. Sib watching over the top of him as here comes the double chow from the subs of Optics.
One's top class. He's going to back down. Who is that on the other team? Sib?
But there's not much they can do about that right now. So now it's about trying to feel out what's around the A side.
Catches in the
This
goal.
is a play that they did perfectly versus Boston. They realized, okay, you
he didn't even see
to
him.
work with, but Pred unfortunately walks right over Kremp. Thankfully, Shotzzy is going to be there for the trade, but 55 seconds still to work with. Shotzzy trying to take a little bit of ground
Hey, thank
away
you,
from the
Escape Artist.
opposing
Appreciate
team.
you, bro. Have a good day at
That
work.
bomb slowly but surely
Marshall,
starting
I have
to
no
edge its way on
idea.
up.
I don't think so.
The only player
Appreciate
that
the two, though.
Optic have not seen is Mac. And you can see what that's done.
Bomb going down.
Dashi playing in the middle of the
Return
map,
of the
watching the
Mac.
long flank, knowing that Mac sometimes has the ability of just kind of going rogue. And you can see it, number 6 on the minimap starts to make his move. The rest of Cloud9 start to play forward now, seeing if they can maybe feel out where this Optic post plan is. Shots come through for Mac towards Sib. Did he just shoot at Sib?
It twisted, man.
Ooh, that's Brucey on the car,
heady.
Hetty.
So is Dashi. Great
He got
spot.
up out of there quick.
Yeah, that's
Back down
Brucey.
Sib for his
Yeah.
positioning, but attached might have caught the timing.
finesse.
He's able to catch Shotzzy, but
Beautiful.
unfortunately the 2 players ready for
Beautiful.
that gunfight. Dashi plays his life perfectly on
right,
the pitch,
2-0.
watching so many
2-0.
angles.
Well
Is
played.
at
Good
least able to
post
play.
take
fellas.
down one in Optic Texas. Secure the round again. This time it was the instant trade to turn it into a 3v3, but Cloud9 right there reacted a little bit too late for me. Like, at that point, you're realizing that they're already showing presence over towards stage. They're probably pushed up on this A site. They decide to work that pinch once that bomb gets planted. And at that point, if you're Dashi, all you're doing is playing for the info, stalling out the
Hey,
game
Scuba,
clock, and
I'm
they just
glad
simply
we are
run
back.
out
Let's
of
go,
time to
boys.
try
Come
to
on there,
play-
Scuba.
Make a play at that A
Are
site.
you ready for the Scuba
I
House?
love the idea
Colton,
from
I
Optic there.
appreciate
Again,
that
you had
5
the
bomb, baby.
information
Shout
on
out
Sib,
Luke,
you had the
Blake,
information
Bob.
on Attach. You put Sib
Swab,
out of the world of contest
Toast.
because he's all the way top window, so you just
Yeah.
push forward, force the action to be a 1v2 for Attach. He just can't hold up to it. Dash able to watch through mid-map to make sure no flank comes through. It's a very concentrated approach and 2 solid rounds for Optic. Kremp, similar route. that he
Oh
had
my
in
God,
the
he's just
opener.
we're just
This
running him
time, though,
down.
It's countered immediately. As
Just
you
running him
see
down.
I heard
on
getting
the
ran,
ball,
man.
the full wrap. Optic swarm and deal with Cloud9 in the first 15 seconds.
And it's
Now
having
attach
his
another
fucking way.
1v3. Can he clutch up this time around? He finds the first kill. Great shots onto the second, but he gained
Heads
all
up
the
play to
info.
jump down to the hedge heady there.
Trading of the
Okay.
nades. Attaches will land.
Thank
Thank goodness he runs out of
Shit.
bullets.
Had
Yeah, 'cause
Kenny
he
right
hit some
in front
crazy
of him,
movement
but
off, like, the-
could not
it
quite
looked like a
land the
ledge
shots.
there.
Little slide
Yeah,
for
little
both
G
players.
slide
Yeah, that
action.
shit was
Kenny will
nice.
clutch up after the early action favored Optic at the kill feed.
And that was a pace changer right there from Optic. A whole lot of aggression over towards Ticket. Thankfully, Shotzzy strikes for the first blood. It's instantly traded, but Optic put themselves early on into that numbers advantage. Now starting to run away with this search and destroy. I was thinking, you know, like Green Wall, at least last season, it took them to about, what, Major 3 to figure out S&D?
like a big catch.
How about one day? So far, these
There's no
strikes
way.
have been working out flawlessly on Red Card.
Yeah, really good, confident calls, I think, is the biggest part
All
about
right,
this.
3-0.
The first two, you're kind of putting out
the
your
boys are
playbook,
rolling
but
right now.
that round
Search and
there is
destroy looking
immediate
solid
counter
here on
what
red
Cloud9
card.
had tried to do in their first offensive attempt. This time, bomb being carried very diligently and slowly through mid-ticket. There are Cloud9 defensive players nearby. But almost broke the timing.
They hear him slide right there.
Now all of a sudden, you have to back off and try to reset this 3v4.
Yeah, this is a scary situation now because usually you find Optic Texas trying to be aggressive over towards Hedge, but now at round 3, some trophy systems are going to be developed, so Cloud9 can
Sid
take
finds one as well. Sid finds
Sid
another.
strikes for 1, Sid
1v3
strikes
for Big
two
Brucey here.
from that top window.
Big
And now
Brucey. Don't play with him, though. Big Brucey.
Be turned around here as you have
Don't
the
play with
last
him, Mark.
player on the long
He's
flank
ready
will
to
deal
peel some
with it.
shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't
good
play with
response
him.
there from Cloud9, and I think most importantly, the fact that Mac, I don't know if he catches a sound cue over just some good COD timing, but he shuts down that little play from Pred through front ticket window, and from there on out, it's just the numbers advantage plus the positioning for Cloud9. Too much to overcome.
3-1.
Yeah, I think it's also the early info of Optic not really investing a lot of stuns or nades over towards Hedges. So Sib, who's sitting top window, is realizing, okay, the pressure's not on this side of the map. They have to be working over towards the B or around that mid-ticket area. And thankfully,
You
Cloud9 had 3
like
players ready for those
me.
engagements to strike for that first blood. Able to put that
No
first
who's
round
dead
on
count,
the
no
board.
defending or attacking.
Optic Texas back on
That's
the
why we're
defensive
here,
end.
baby. We got you.
And Cloud9 now going to approach their way over towards
Well,
A.
we try.
Yeah, different look for Cloud9 here after a
Yeah,
lot
teams
of their
don't really go
aggression
B,
from
I
the
feel
subs was
like.
all focused in.
No,
towards
it's like
the
always
trophy
outer hedge.
systems will keep Shotzzy
I don't know,
safe
FaZe was gonna be a
backside of these
decent amount,
hedges.
Yeah, a tiny bit.
Nade's
FaZe was gonna
not
be.
landing in any regard. I don't even know if they got all the way to the trophy system, so that might be a
But other
very
than that,
healthy
everyone's
support
been going
system
outside.
for Shotzzy continuing to play through the middle of the map.
And now it's going to slow down the approach for Cloud9.
Big
Pred trying to use the
Brucey.
save his Xbox. Crep got that kill on him
Yeah.
to potentially open up for the first blood, but it's already been 40 seconds wiped off the game clock. You have the safety net and Dashy making sure no one's being
Okay.
aggressive over towards B. But Crep
Nice, good trade on the Crempy.
Crep for the first blood.
Good trade from Attach over the hedges. Does not allow Shotzzy to get away. It's absolutely obliterated. Oh, no. Max still sticking for the plant, though.
Sim just
2v2,
lost
still a
full.
post-plant setup here, but Attach has been seen as shots go his direction. Mac tries to escape towards the forklift, nothing there, and now the hunt is on for Dylan.
There we go,
Brooks.
Ken.
Losing it.
That boy cannon mode.
Optic
was
looking
dirty.
clean.
There we
That
go,
entire
Ken.
time where Attach was just waiting
Well,
for
hoodie,
his
this is,
teammate
Better Days Ahead
and
hoodie.
Mac to get that objective
It's an
down.
old one.
Dashy had him trapped over towards Sage. But the fact that Kenny is able to drop down and win that
4-1.
gunfight, not versus like someone who can't shoot. That's Sib on the other side. One of the best ARs that we had last season. Made that gunfight look easy, and then you just slide on in. Info already gained. Couple wall bangs as well coming in from Dashy. As Optic secure another defensive round. Now up 4-1.
I think the most impressive thing about this for Optic, you know, comparing it to their match versus
Big
Boston
round out
on
of
this
Ken.
map, is that they're finding information
We
and
need that.
capitalizing on it.
Yes.
Where it felt like against Boston in particular, it was a lot of let's just try to get into gunfights and
Somebody
hope
gotta
we
grab
win
that
them,
bomb.
or know
There we
that
go.
we're going to have the confidence to take them. That didn't work out. Snoopy was kind of obliterating them on this long map. Not been the case here. Much more control here as
Okay,
New
quick
York
blood. It looks like
will
we're trying to
actually
work
kinda
over
split
towards
the
that
map
B-bomb
2-2.
this time.
Double
Kenny
focus over
gets
towards
an
B, has actually
equalizer.
gotten a good blind
Immediately
counter,
traded
and
after
early
that.
3v2 for
3v2
Cloud9.
in favor of
Gains all
Cloud9
info.
here.
At least 2 players are playing over towards B.
And
so
AG is getting active on the map.
Isolate this
1v3
player
for
at that
AG.
A site, but you already have players like Slib hitting that rotation on
Unlikely but
back.
possible.
Is able to take
You
down
never know.
Shotzzy. Now Pred left in a 1v3. Bomb down directly in the middle of the map. And this one's not going to be easy with this SMG in hand.
Yeah, looking to see if he can maybe line up perfect shots versus Mac. Instead, just will take the info and move on to the next thing. The other part about this, there is no real good, quiet way to go about this for Pred. Mac seen once again. Glass broken.
Hold on
First
now.
shots are up.
Yeah, hold on.
Ah,
Pinch.
Does not expect the
4-2.
other Cloud9 defender to be behind him. So
check
a bit of a blind counter on the Cloud9 defensive setup there. Reads the Optic hit over towards B. And from there on out,
See,
numbers
come check
carry
out the
favor.
toys.
Yeah, Max strike for the first blood. They turned it into a 4v3, and then it instantly was responded with a trade out of Optic. But then it was on Kremp. The soul man over towards that A side. He gets one and gets out with his life.
He's really savoring
and
that.
that allows his
I
teammates
mean, the
to
Bears
recoup
are just in
their way
trouble.
through the
man.
middle of the map and find those
Yeah,
final
it's-
couple of
That
kills.
team is my Harry.
As Cloud9, we know that they're never out of the search and destroy. We watched them yesterday versus the Thieves. Down
Yes.
5-2, fight all the way back to win it 6-5.
Chat, Riley's
Just
39,
need
by the way.
one round at a time.
No, he's not.
Yeah, great
I
shot,
know.
Jay.
Wait,
Cloud9.
Riley, how old are you?
Same setup as their last offense.
Okay.
This time, no trophy here, though. Doesn't make a
Damn,
difference.
Unc, he's only got
because
2
the
years on
overwhelming
you,
presence
Unc.
of Nades from Optic will be the ones to land, and now the SMGs
That's
are
all right.
trying to get even a further step towards
driving.
this Cloud9 setup, and they draw the line in the sand and they say, we got our first.
Jesus.
We've also controlled the
The
map.
fuck?
Let's not get too
The
aggressive.
fucked
And
up
now
one.
you think
Yeah,
about
that was a
how much
fucked up
time
That was a sick
Cloud9
dark
is going to
one.
waste.
All right.
Yeah.
Thinking that
Yeah, we know
Optic
he
Texas
feels.
is still going to be aggressive over towards Edge. So now they are slowly
Yeah,
but
he's
surely
rebound
working
downfall.
their way back over towards the
unreal.
three-story. Someone trying to get top window, but all of Optic
Blood on the
back
map.
up in the man advantage.
I love it. I think this is the immediately right call because there was a moment where you saw from Pred and Shotzy's POV
The way
that looked
Sip
like they
took a
wanted to
sip
keep
just
going.
pissed
I don't know
me
who
off,
holds it
fool.
off, but
God damn
you're going
it.
to have to get information here
Yo,
from
low-key
Cloud9 where
sing.
it's just so difficult to nuke. You have so
Oh,
many
yeah,
corners you
peace.
have to check. Shotzy's going to see the planner through the bomb itself.
3v2.
Attach, good trade. And hold on a second. Sip is going to surprise
Hold
Kenny. So
on
we go
now.
from a 4v3 to a 2v2. Pred next one up. He's been
Okay.
spotted and tagged. Can he get away? No. And
Nah,
now
it's
it's just
Brucey,
down
we're
to
good.
Dashy. He's got an angle on attach. Can he stop
yep,
the
yep,
plant?
yep.
He also
Beautiful.
sees
Oh my
Sim, so he's
Yep.
gonna get the read on it. There's the shutdown. Bomb doesn't get planted. 8 seconds. Sim, he has to make the move.
Oh.
Opening shot,
Easy.
including Dashy
Big
clutches the
Brucey.
leg.
Hey.
Man, oh man. I
What a
thought
1v2.
Cloud9 gave him a run for their money. We're talking about a 4v2. You find every single
Brandon,
player
yeah.
over towards that A site, but unfortunately you left the most clutch player in the 2024 season still
boy, big,
alive.
big, big, big.
As Dashy with the trigger discipline, just
Come on,
gazed
Brucey
the
don't
info on the
miss
first
those.
player, realized that, okay, if that
That's
guy's
that
there,
boy
the
from
other
Ottawa.
guy's got to be planning. Takes care of the bomb carrier first. And then just isolates
5-2, one round
Ultra
away to
Sip
going
clutch
up
in the
2-0.
1v2. Optic Texas, game point.
Loving what I'm seeing. Small moment of concern, but dealt
5-2.
with swiftly. It's Dashy, who was one of the kings of clutch from last year, still has it. Coming into Black Ops 6. Similar look for Optic in terms of approaching B, but this time the bomb is not with them. They may look to make noise and then recut back through mid. That's exactly the case, but Krebs doing the same thing. He will be shot, tagged. Dashy can't. But still tracking down the kill. But the same front
Yeah.
Optic's push through B has not amounted to too much success yet either.
Oh, yeah, because look at the
he's
bomb. It's all
moving
the way
too.
the opposite side of the map. They were just trying to pull
okay,
the
Mac
set
finds a
for
big
Cloud9
two.
over
Matter,
towards this
1v3
B
from
site, but Mac
AG.
finding that double is basically going to call this round. Is now Pred left in the
Wait, we didn't see
1v2.
him.
The
Yeah,
same
did they not
see each
situation
other
with the
in?
same weapon.
Wait.
Oh, he's
But he
seeing
gets the
Oh,
upper.
oh my.
Yeah, he's going to have an angle here. Opening shots.
Oh!
Caught a little bit on the YY and the slide back. Attach holds his ground and pushes it off. And now all of a sudden, Cloud9 extending the map just a touch. But it's been
5-3,
this side of the
soft.
bomb, Jay, that's been really
Classic.
concerning for Cloud9. The offense coming
Placid
up.
5-3. Oh, Placid
Yeah, it's
dangerous.
because Optic, the way that they're playing right now is a lot more teamwork oriented.
I don't know how he won
on
that.
the replay, just the
Caleb.
snap onto shots.
That's
You
weak.
usually do not see him lose gunfights like that, but it would have definitely been an easier route for Optic Texas if they had the bomb carry on that side, because it was the sole man of Mac at that B site. You had full control of it, but without having that bomb, you made the Optic Texas players try to work a little bit more harder to try to retrieve it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Cloud9
what's up,
keep
Matt?
the map alive.
This is my third
Bit of a
super
unique
chat.
look
Still
here
haven't
for
been
Cloud9.
noticed.
We've
All
seen some
right, thank you
focus
very
through
much,
Tickle. We've
Matt.
seen some focus over towards the outside.
We're kinda locked in right now, man. Sorry.
Shotzzy looking for an off timing over through the stands. Past the B site, a little shoulder confirms that there are a couple of players nearby. Nade Cook bounced perfectly, and Sib will have to back off the angle, but will stay 4v4.
Oh, and that's got to be so annoying because you
Okay,
already know
Brucey
that
finds
Shots is going to
blood.
go for a pinch, and
They're not
you had
reading
two
this.
players trying to focus on him, and at the
They're not
same
reading
time
the big
across the
end
map,
in the
Dashy with
base.
the AR finds that first blood, and
Two.
now that avenue of attack for Shotzzy is open.
Yeah, and Cloud9 knows that they have to try to push forward. They do get attached into a slippery
All right,
spot.
that's gonna
He's
do it.
not
That's
seen
gonna
by
do it for map
Dashy.
number 2. It's gonna be
And now
2-0
it's all on
to
to
Optic.
Sib. First shot's clean. How does he get out of here?
And there it
That was
is.
the question.
2-0 for the
He
boys.
will
Beautiful.
Optic.
Gameplay out of them.
Immediate bounce back and adaptations on the
That's
right
great
side.
work.
Search and destroy.